What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the Bitter Footy YouTube channel. Yes, I shaved. Wait, why am I saying that now? I was shaved in like the latest, the food video, the rating footy snacks video, which you should go watch if you haven't already. Anyway, we're back on the tips this week, and I've had a look through this round previously. And it's actually a very tough round to tip. It's sort of a 50-50 round to tip. But yeah, we're going to go through it either way. Before we do that though, let's have a look at the Bitter Footy competition. We've had a few more people join the competition. We are now up to 32 people. So a lot of people are entering nowadays. We've got a few more people. And yeah, so I'm currently sitting on 35 tips and I'm 16th place. And we got Hendy or Zendi on 39 points. Geez, so we're starting to slowly fall away. I'm only 4 tips behind, but if I slip up massively this round, I could be gone for the season. So I've got to really just keep holding on. So yeah, there's 2 at the top with 39, then a few 38s. Jasper, Footy Hype, sorry. We got Shannon, I believe that is. Talking Footy is on 37. Geordie Pluto on 37. Cardi on 37. Then we got a few 35s like myself. And then the bottom of the ladder is on 26. So the bottom of the ladder is definitely starting to separate, you know, 26. The bottom of the ladder is literally 13 points down. 13 points down from the leader. So it's going to be a bit hard for them to catch up. But if they do, good on them. You know, props to them. But you know, enough talking, let's get down to business. Alright, so the first game is the Tigers and the Dogs on the Friday night. Huge clash, few outs on both sides. Dunkley and English for the Dogs, and Martin and I think possibly Grimes. I'm not 100% sure on that one. Should be a good game. I'm actually going to tip the Dogs on this one for a sort of an upset. Not really how they, you know, not really an upset in the form they have right now. But yeah, the Tigers have sort of been up and down with big games this season. Obviously, this is a real big test for the Dogs, probably their biggest game yet so far. So it should be a ripper. I'm not going, unfortunately, but I'll be watching it on Friday night, so can't wait to see how it pans out. But yeah, I'm going to tip the Dogs to win this one. On to the first Saturday game, we have the Pies taking on the Gold Coast Suns. I'll be going to this game 1:45 at the MCG. I haven't been to a 1:45 game at the G in quite a while, so it'll be good to finally go to one. I'm going to tip Collingwood to win this one. Must-win game for them. I feel like it will be a close one though, and I'm not 100% sure that the Pies will win. But I'm just going to go us over the Suns. Obviously, the Suns are a bit of a, you know, up-and-coming outfit, a bit of a better performing outfit nowadays than they were years prior. But, you know, Collingwood, it's a must-win. Another debutant they've got in this weekend is Poulter, I believe that's how you say the surname. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. And the Goey has got the all clear to come back as well. So hopefully he can help us out in the forward line. And yeah, should be a tight contest though, so excited to see how that pans out. Then we've got the Crows taking on the Giants at the Adelaide Oval, and I'm actually going to tip the Crows in this one. Even though the Giants have been going pretty well as of late, I just feel like because it's at the Adelaide Oval, the Crows have been playing some good footy at the Adelaide Oval, been really challenging teams, either winning or losing. They've been, you know, in the mix in a lot of games. They've been challenging a lot of teams, so it's good to see, and I feel like they'll bring the fight to the Giants and yeah, get that job done. Next we have the Saints taking on the Hawks, and I don't know about this game. I just have a feeling, I don't know, I've just got that slight feeling that there could be a bit of a, you know, loose result in this one to say that maybe the Hawks can get the job done. They've been in a lot of games. They haven't really been blown out of the water yet besides Melbourne, but we all know how good Melbourne are. The Saints, they've sort of fallen off, and so this is going to be a very interesting game. Either way, whoever wins this will bring a little bit of confidence into their season. Whoever loses this, it's, you know, going to be hard for them to combat, you know, the loss. So I'm going to tip the Saints just to go safe. I feel like this is a must win for the Saints. But I feel like the Hawks will put up a challenge, a real big challenge against the Saints. So either way, I'm going to tip the Saints, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Hawks got up, to say the least, because they've been playing some alright footy as of late. So then we move on to the SCG for the Swans taking on the Cats. Another interesting game. Obviously the Swans are sort of dropped off a bit, and the Cats, while they absolutely demolished the Eagles, so they're going to be feeling good. They're going to be feeling, you know, their confidence will be sky high after the 97-point demolishing of the Eagles. So I'm going to tip the Cats to get over the line. Listen, the Swans, we all know how good they were at the start of the season. They sort of dropped off a bit. I'm going to blame it a little bit on fatigue, and the sort of younger players are getting a bit tired nowadays. I know it's only round 7, but you know, it's going to take a bit for them to reboot, to get back into the swing of things. They probably need that bye just to, you know, refresh, regather. They're probably going to get a few wins before the bye, but you know, who knows what could happen before then. But I think the Cats will get the job done over the Swans. But there has been instances where a young team has beaten the Cats off their speed and all that, so it could happen, but I'm just going to tip the Cats just to be safe. Then we have the Lions taking on the Power at the Gabba. Another interesting game. What is going on this weekend? I cannot believe it. I seriously cannot. Wow, it's going to be a close one. It's going to be a close one. At the Gabba, the Power, they're doing really well. I want to tip the Lions, but I think I'm going to go the Power in a bit of a, sort of a little bit of an upset. It should be a fairly good contest, this one. You know, the Lions, they play the Gabba really well, but the Power, they've been looking really good as of late. The Lions, we know, they're sort of a 50-50 side at best this year, so I'm going to tip the Power over the Lions at the Gabba. Should be a ripping contest. And by the way, I was meant to say I'm either going to stream the Swans or the Cats game, or the Lions or the Power game. So put in the comments below which game you would prefer me to stream on this Saturday night. Then we move on to the Sunday games, kicking off with North Melbourne and Melbourne at Bloodstone Arena. We all know how well the D's are travelling at the moment. Obviously the Roos are a bit of a struggle stage, you know, at this time. But yeah, the D's, they are just rolling on. They beat the Tigers last week, and the Roos, they sort of got rolled in the end from the Dockers. And yeah, the D's are, I'd probably say a tiny bit better. What am I saying? A little bit better than the Dockers at this rate. I think you can all agree. So yeah, I'm going to go the D's, and it could be a heavy margin, this one. Maybe not, because it's in Tasmania, and you know, it could be a little bit windy, could be a bit breezy, so that could play a bit in the game. But yeah, I'm going to go the D's over the Roos in that one. Moving on to the MCG, we've got the classic game between the Dons and the Blues. And I'm actually going to, you know, it's a 50-50 game, this one, I reckon. It's going to be a really good contest to see how it goes. I think I'm going to go the Dons. I don't know, I just have a feeling about it. I'm not 100% certain on the Blues, but what the Dons have been able to produce during the last couple of weeks, I feel more confident tipping them than I do the Blues, because the Blues are a 50-50 side right at the moment. You don't know what Blue side you're going to get. You're either going to get the Blue side that's playing well, or the Blue side that aren't playing well. So I'm going to go the Dons. They're looking really good. The speed of the youngsters are starting to shine through a bit, you know, with a more free-flowing footy. And, you know, with that run around the mark rule, their players are using it very well, the Dons, at the moment. So I'm going to go them over the Blues. The Blues, they look a bit stagnant at times. Obviously, they challenged the Lions last week, but I think it will be a different story just with the speed of the Bombers this weekend. And then we have the Eagles taking on the Dockers in the Derby to complete the round. This one could actually be an interesting one, but I'm going to tip the Eagles because they're just a little bit better than the Dockers, is what I think. But showing from last week, where the Eagles absolutely got slaughtered by the Cats, you know, anything could happen. I feel like I'm going to be flicking between the Eagles and the Dockers for this one during the week. It should be a very interesting contest. I'm going to tip the Eagles to be safe because in theory I feel like they've got the better lineup than the Dockers, but if the Dockers win this one, it's a huge win for them, no doubt about it. But it should be a good game. Always is a good game, the Derby. Well, normally is anyway. There's been a few results years prior that have been sort of blowouts, but I feel like this one will be closer than a lot of people think, so should be a ripping contest, that one. And that pretty much rounds up the tips for this week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, like I said before, I'll either be streaming the Swans or the Cats or the Lions and the Power game. So yeah, leave in the comments below which game you would like me to stream. Again, it's either the Swans and Cats game or the Lions and Power game. So yeah, and also leave your tips in the comments below and see how many you get right. And if you're not already joined the tipping competition, there's still time. There's a link in the description below so you can join it as well. Cheers guys for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.